What's it like being a professional writer? Well, I'm tempted to say it's like sorting through a tub of building blocks, or finding your way out of the woods, or some other daunting task. But no metaphor can do it justice, really, because writing professionally is discovery, and doubt, and delusion, and relief, and achievement. Basically, being a professional writer is really fun. So here's my writing process, more or less. First off, the vast majority of my workday is not spent clacking away at some computer keyboard. It's spent thinking about the next word and why I want to say it, thinking about whether the sentence I just wrote sounds good. And while I think, I'll stare out the window or at the I-beams on the ceiling until something worthwhile pops into my brain. So once I've researched and organized my ideas, I start writing on the computer. Now, this is usually the point where I convince myself that this assignment will be a breeze. And thanks to the incredible ideas pouring forth from my brain, I'm also convinced that my writing will be amazing. Overall, I'm feeling good. Then I read over my first draft, and I have to confront reality. Some of my draft is passable, sure, and one or two parts may even be decent. But most of it is incoherent and clumsy. This sentence doesn't make any sense. That whole paragraph is irrelevant. The draft is a mess, and I'm worried that I don't know how to fix it. Writing's a solitary job, and self-doubt can quickly turn that solitude into isolation, especially when I'm lost in this labyrinth of broken words and it feels like I'll be working on this thing for the next decade. This is when I have to remind myself that it's okay if the first draft is ugly and hard to follow. First drafts are meant for exploration, experimentation. They're starting points, nothing more. So I start fixing it, little by little, and eventually I can't spot any more problems. When I submit the draft to my editor, I'm optimistic again. I have climbed out of the valley, I have triumphed over my doubt, and my work is done. Well, actually, no, it's not. I get the feedback from my editor, and turns out I've still got plenty of work to do. Sometimes a few things need to be added or changed, and other times the entire assignment needs to be reworked from top to bottom. Doubt usually tries to creep back over me while I review the constructive criticism, but I gotta remember that feedback is meant to boost my writing, not serve my ego. I need to hear it. When the revisions are finished and submitted, it's kind of a relief, really. And it's only then that I can look back on my work and say, you know, that's not bad. Writing for a living can be tedious and stressful at times, sure. Sometimes I can't think of what to say. Sometimes my self-doubt tries to run the show. And these feelings come with the territory. But those difficulties are nothing compared to how much I adore this job. I mean, my workday consists of thinking and exploring and creating and staring at the ceiling and challenging myself over and over and over again. Like I said, being a professional writer is really fun.
GCF Global, creating opportunities for a better life.